Hey everybody. I wanted to do a live tonight. This live is incredibly important to me. Um, for many reasons, but I'm gonna do a role play. So this is gonna tie in to what you do not want to do, or really sometimes when you make somebody you develop a good connection with over time you want to go back to your old methods. At times you do, your old roots. And I'm going to do this because if you don't act on what you do is wrong, big consequences come. And it can be fate, but I stopped really, I kept going, but I soonly figured out that if you go back to an old method of when you met that person, stick to that method because sometimes it works out of really that person knowing the true side of you. But I'm gonna role play right now. But I'm gonna act on this through role playing. But those who want to know what actions are when it comes to possibly irritating somebody, positive actions that can make it from being broken apart is important. Hey Kathleen, good morning. Good morning, Tom. How are you doing this morning? I'm doing good. Awesome. Do you have any Swedish fish today? She's like, or, yeah, I have them in my lunchbox. Awesome. Did you get them at Walgreens or did you get the Christmas Tree Shop brand of Swedish fish? Christmas Tree Shop, awesome. Well, I'll see you upstairs. All right. So, okay, so today we're going to Deering Oaks Park. All right, looks like all right, Kathleen, keep up with me or at least try to. Cuz looks like the other folks are already almost to the van, but I can wait for you. Well, if you want to, you can. All right, well, take your time. You can walk in front of me and I'll be the caboose, meaning I'll walk behind you. So, what did you buy at Bull Moose today? I bought something for my Switch. Awesome. I I I do you like different kinds of Swedish fish? I know you like the Christmas Tree Shop brand. But I know you eat the original brand as well. But do you care about like the what is it, the fusions with the two combination flavors and like the sea creatures? Well, it's Swedish fish. I love Swedish fish with whatever they are. They don't have to be in the shape of a fish. True that. Well, Kathleen, have a good day. And I, yeah,
Right here, I got that.
Awesome.
Yeah. Where'd we go to?
Trader Joe's.
Trader, not yeah, not Tragy.
Yep.
Trader. Yeah.
But hey, buddy. Hey, bud.
Did you fix his room in there?
Yeah, I'll fix it.
Yeah, make sure you do.
Hey, buddy.
I got another blue thing to go underneath your thing here.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
So you'll have two.
Hey, buddy.
Make sure that they're gonna be okay. All your clothes are up there.
Yeah.
I called.
I will take care of them.
You are. Yes, you are.
I will take care of them.
That's not good. I'm doing it.
But I will say it's really important when you listen to someone is you don't do the opposite of what that person, because it feeds the fuel, it feeds the flames. But I thought I would do that little role play about one of my friends, but I do remember, because as I said, sometimes you have to go to the friend method, and especially if you've developed a deeper connection. But I won't talk about that fully in detail at all, but it's important. And I will say I did stop, messaging her. I just, as I said, it hit me, because sometimes you have to go to your old methods, or really what you did before that was awesome, to prevent people from getting mad and upset, because sometimes that's the only way to function at that point. But I thought we would do a Pokemon related video. I wanted to actually make a deck, or at least finish, basically tweak a deck from the Phantasm Flames build and battle decks we ended up getting at the pre-release event, Kathleen, Andrew, and I. But I got the Psychic deck with Zacian. And I actually just recently pulled 2 EX cards from other Mega Evolution sets that I'm actually going to put in that deck, which I definitely have some in mind. Um, but as I said, I have all of my Mega Evolution cards together. Um, and I'm planning to sleeve them up as well. I already have a steel deck made, which is coming along very well. But I'll be right back. Hey Thor, can you move, buddy? Can daddy move? Thank you, bud. Excuse me, bud. Excuse me. Oh, there it is. So we have the hell door then as well. There it is. Alright, cool. Well, is it?
Yeah, lay it down for you. Where do you want to go? Over here? Or you want to go down there? Come here! You? Shit! Come here. Got this right here for you, buddy. Oh, right here, buddy. How's my boy? Howie. Hello. Hi, buddy.
Hey mom, I love you.
Love you too. I'm gonna bring his head over here or not.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. All right. All right, guys. I am back. So what I thought we would do is build a psychic, as I said, a psychic deck using the Mega Evolution cards. But let's look at the deck. Obviously, I did break it apart just to add some of the cards to the Phantasm Flames list, which by the way, we don't have all of the cards yet. We're like halfway there. Um, I would say, but let's check. But yeah, this stack is getting huge. But we have so we actually got this out of a what is it? Battle deck. But these are like the mega ones. But here's a Mega Diancie EX, which we will use in our. I don't know if they have a rule of how many whoops, god damn it, of how many EX cards you can use. We have Grimsley Move, Mammoth Swain. So some of these are duplicates, but that is fine. I don't care. I mean, I do care about duplicates, but Crocodile, Sandile, Trapinch, Mimikyu would be a good one. We do have Mimikyu, Bronzor, energies, so I actually want to look at, because I'm going to show you guys, actually, you know what we could do is use my Psychic playmat here that I bought at the pre-release event, this beautiful, so, actually, I had it, so, but we are going to lay it out flat, meaning that I'm actually going to flip it, so, actually, you know what would be helpful is putting the mat forward so you guys can get a better vision. Moving these out of the way. Actually, no, that was correct. Bringing the map forward and the tablet here. That's really... Actually, yeah, that's pretty damn close. Maybe we'll just... Actually, that should be good right there. And as I said, maybe we should... kind of a shitty setup, but that will work. Because we're just building a deck. So what we're gonna do is we are going to use this mega Diancie for an EX. So what I thought we would do is when we build this deck, we're going to put. I am gonna look to see if there's a limit of EX cards you can put in a deck, as long as I think you have like 2 or 3 of the same. Because I'm pretty sure the EX cards are. Hang on, let's see. How many EX cards are you allowed in a deck? There is no specific limit on the total number of Pokemon EX or EX, GX, V cards allowed in a 60, but you are limited to a maximum. Okay, so there is a limit. So there is no specific on the total number of Pokemon yet. But you have to have 60 cards to have a full deck. Um, but you are limited to have a maximum of 4 copies of any single card, meaning the card, you can't have more than 4 copies of the same card. Which makes sense. So if there's a card we like and we have maybe 2 of the same card, maybe 3, that would be all right. But we just have to keep in mind that, and sometimes I like to break it down with having maybe like 10 energies, um, depending on, but we do need energies for these Pokemon to run by, to act, to use their abilities and things like that. So right here we've got 2 psychic energies. We'll put energies here. We don't need to show them off. They're kind of boring. Anybody who plays Pokemon or collects the cards know what an energy is. So they're as important, or less important, I should say. Wondrous Patch is a really good card, so we will use Wondrous Patch because it's one of the cards that came um in Phantasm Flames. Grimsley Move, Carvana, Gligar, Gliscor, Bronzong, Oddish, Sandile, Melota. Luke, can you swing up? Low Kicks, Nimble, Alacremie. So we have one called Boss Orders. Spoink. Another Wondrous Patch. So actually what we'll do is we'll put the supporter cards together, or item cards, that is. Energies can go there. We might even use this box here to put like non-psychic card. Yeah. I do have purple sleeves to use, so we can use those, but literally I have a crap ton of sleeves. We don't have to use the purple ones, but I think the purple ones would actually work really well. Got Dawn. We got the Fire Breather. Carvana, Honchkrow, Gligar, Gliscor, Bronzong, Oddish, Sandile, Melota. Melota would be a good one, a good Pokemon, and she is a basic. Um Actually, so is Mega Dancy, so Paldean Taurus, Ludicolo, Swinub, Charmander, Smeargle, Prinplup, Piplup, Mimikyu, Zigzagoon, Linoon, Smeargle, Gligar, Piplup, Nimble, Low-Kicks, Nimble, Oddish, Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball would be a good one, a good item as well. If we have two of those, or maybe even three. Alacremie. We'll keep some of the same Pokemon that were already in that build and battle. Because there was four other ones. Like I know Kathleen got the dark build and battle deck. Andrew got the fighting build and battle deck. Um, and I ended up with the Psychic deck. So I think that worked out really well. I've never at all have I mean I will say I really enjoy exploring different decks with different Pokemon because you learn a lot just from doing it. Boss's orders. So Boss's orders is a supporter card. Switch. So this could be for like any deck, but supporter cards are to support you in battle, and you can only play one supporter card during your turn. Um, so it's one of the cards you can't play. Like it's not like they, I mean, there's moves you can make throughout the game, but it's actually one card during your turn. Okay, so you can play one per turn. It sounds like bosses, but this one's good. It says switch in one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Switch in one of your to the active spot. So I'm wondering, so switch in one of your opponents. So does it mean so basically so your opponent would have to actually maybe this may not, I mean, switch in, so I'm guessing this is your opponent has to switch in one of their bench Pokemon. Yeah, so your opponent has to switch in one of their bench Pokemon and move it to the active spot, which obviously they would have to attack with that Pokemon. So that could be good. Um Night Stretcher. Put a Pokemon or a basic energy card from your discard pile into your hand. Um, that also would be really good. We have another energy. Spoink. Spoink would be a good basic. Would it be a Pokemon I would? I mean, actually, it might actually happen because we do have Grumpig as well. So, actually, let's put these guys here. So we've got our Mega Diancie EX. We've got Melota, Alakreamy, and our Spoink. And what's really cool about Spoink is that he evolves once into Grumpig. So that's really good news for us. Next up we have Lily's Determination. This could be good. So this is kind of maybe a maybe pile. Nest Ball. It says search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench and then shuffle your deck again. That could be another possibility, but I like the Ultra Ball. I don't know, for some reason. As far as Mimikyu goes, but just so you guys can see what I'm doing, heal all damage from one of your Mega Evolution Pokemon EX. Really? This one would be really supportive. It's called Wally's Compassion, but it says heal. So if our Mega Diancie took damage, um, so we can heal Mega Diancie if it took damage. But all energy attached to that Pokemon returns back into your hand. So, which is really cool, meaning that all the energy, instead of putting it in the discard pile, it would return to our hand whatever's attached to one of our EX cards. Which I actually might say that we'll use this. We'll use Wally's Compassion. Here's Grumpig, so I think this actually might even be a really good team, or at least start of a team. Alakazam, I don't think we have an Alakazam card. We do, but I mean, we could get around possibly of adding maybe Sword and Shield cards to this deck to make it a bit more bittersweet, but I'm just trying to see what works and what would fit. Which is kind of the goal here. So I will say though, I am keeping the Ultra Ball here, and we're going to keep those guys there. And then of course Trainer. Another energy. Mystery Garden. Once during each player's turn, so the stadium cards work a bit different compared to supporter cards. But the rule is you can play one stadium card during your turn, but like an active Pokemon, you would need to put it in your active spot and discard it if another stadium comes into play, basically a stadium with the same name. So if that opponent has the same stadium as you, they can't play that stadium. Or if you happen to draw a stadium that they already have in their active spot, you won't be able to play it. But this is called Mystery Garden. Once during each player's turn, that player may discard an energy card from their hand in order to draw cards. Okay. Wow. So this is very interesting. This will actually help us with the deck because it says once during each, so one time during each player's turn, that player can discard an energy card from their hand in order to draw cards until they have as many cards in their hand as they have psychic Pokemon in play. So this is very interesting because what they're stating in this on this card is that whatever psychic Pokemon you have in play, that's the number of cards you can draw. So, but in order to do that, you would have to discard an energy. But if you had a certain number of psychic Pokemon in play, you could draw that number of cards with those Pokemon in play if you discard a psychic energy, which or at least discard an energy card. So I don't think it really matters if it said specifically in a psychic energy card, it would have the eyeball. But all it says is that once you discard an energy card from your hand, um, to draw a card until you have as many cards in their hand as they have psych. So count. So basically, your opponent, say if they have three, two, or like one psychic Pokemon, they decide to use this card, or you decide to use that card. They can obviously, if they have it, if in their hand, if they have a psychic energy, they discard it, and then if they have any Pokemon in play, psychic Pokemon in play, that is, that's how many draw. What is it? That's how many cards they can draw. Re- that I mean, honestly, relying on how many psychic Pokemon you have in play, so it's a bit confusing, but it makes sense. But it's called Mystery Garden. So we have Zacian. We'll add Zacian to our deck. Alakazam, Night Stretcher. Hey, buddy. Hey, bud. How's it going? Hi, buddy. What? Hi. Hi, Mr. Door. Hi, Mr. Door. Hey, Mr. Door. Mr. Door. You are? You a good boy. You a good boy. Yeah. I know. I know. Look at you. But Mystery Garden is a great card, so I think we actually might use this. And this is going to be our first stadium card with this deck. We have Lily's Determination, Mimikyu. What, you think we should have another Mimikyu? Or should we just keep it to 2? What's your approval about that, Thor? Huh? Maybe we'll add one more. Um, Basic energy. I just have to keep track of how many cards we use. We've got switch. Switch your export with one of your bench poke. So switch is a really good one. We'll have a switch as well. Milkery. So yeah, I think that's good. Nest ball energy. As I said, I'm putting energies there. Spoink. Spoink is a good basic Pokemon to have, unless I know we might. As I said, what do you? Okay. Do you want to explain? Fart. I know, buddy. Did you eat dinner? Did you like your dinner? I know. I know, buddy. I know. Are we buddies? Yes, we're buddies. We're buddies. I know. We're buddies. We're friends. Yes, we're good boys. Yeah. Okay. I know. You're my son and I love you. Yes. Oh, come here, sweet man. Come here. Come here, Mr. Affectionate. Hi. Hi. No, 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 no. Yes, Daddy's got to take care of the trash. It's getting full. Ah, no. No. You don't get that. You're sitting on my foot. You are. Yes, that's okay. You just want to love Daddy. Oh, I know. What? 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 Happy? You're happy? You are? You happy, boy? You happy, boy? You happy, boy? No. No. Alright. Actually, you guys, I'm going to go empty the trash really quickly. Wait, hey, where's your rubber duck? Go get your duck. Where's your duck? Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come here, buddy. Come here. Hamlet. Come on, Hamlet. Come on. There you go. There you go, buddy. Okay, ready? Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, you. Yeah. Hey, what? You're a goof. Up, 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 up. Door, go. Hey, go. You don't fart. Don't fart. Come here. Hey. Yo, drop it. Drop it. Don't fart. Yo, come on, Bowie. Bowie. Come on. No. You. You were just like a little Thor out of the box. Dude, I just. You want. Okay.
Or what, honey? Rick, okay? Hey, hey, what are you doing? Hey, what happened? Okay, listen. All right.
Yeah, he went to the office with me, affectionate.
Don't go too far.
I won't.
Yeah. There he is. Come on, go up. It's hard to stay off right there. Okay, Thor. Okay, go bye-bye. I know.
Holy shit, that's.
Great.
I'm afraid. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? No, you don't need a rag. You. Thor, no.
What have you got in there? Anyway, I probably have something in there. Here, I don't have anything in there. There's nothing. No food. Take that.
Are we gonna take him to the trunk with us tomorrow?
He wants to. He's like that, wouldn't you?
It sucks that. No, hey, no rag.
Here you go. No, Thor. No. I can't even see it. No.
No.
Oh,
Is he chewing the sheet?
I can't even see. Stop. Knock it off, Thor.
Thor, no.
You're gonna have to go. Go up. Go with Papa.
Come on,
Go with
pal.
Papa. Go Daddy. Go Dad. What do you have? Phew. What are you doing? God, you got another one.
What are they?
I think he's eating from this right there.
Don't let him do that.
I
They'll
know
tag
you.
him.
That's your egg. I mean, you're. Oh.
Hey, come here. Let's go.
Where'd you go? Come on. Go.
Come on, Mr. Trouble.
Yep. Go ahead, Trouble. Hey. No more. Heck you got there? There.
Hey, come here. Oh, what's this? Oh, hey, Papa.
You gotta give him something.
Yeah, I'll give him something.
Right.
Do you want to go get a cookie? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Okay. I'll give you a cookie. Oh, you got a bone? Got bone. Alright, hey guys. Sorry about that. I had to deal with Thor. He, very needy tonight, but hey, that's what, I mean, unfortunately, you have to take care of your children as a responsible parent. But I brought him up with my mom because he wanted to go up there for a few minutes, and he started to chew the tag off of a pillow, so I had to pick him up. But now I gave him a bone. I gave him a bone just for him to settle down. He likes those Himalayan bones. But that dog is one of the most stubborn dogs I've ever met. I mean, I love him to pieces, but he's very stubborn, extremely. But oh, that's right too. Um, excuse me. So I think what I might do, I don't think actually can we do that? I'm pretty sure we can come. I don't think there's any rules. I think we might add a couple. So as far as the energies go, but hang on. Does it tell you? So you need 60 cards, but does it include the energies? Hang on. How many energies are in a Pokemon deck? Okay, so if we stay with 10 energies, that should be enough. But the average is 10 to 12 energy cards. Um, but it says here there is no maximum limit for basic energy cards, but you're only limited to have a 60 card deck. but it says for most competitive, consistent decks in the current meta, 10 to 12 is the safest starting range to ensure you have enough to attack while still being able to draw into your trainer cards. So I think we will keep it at 10. Let's see how many we have right now. We got 1, 2, so we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 right there. 8. 9 and 10. So we have the energies that we're going to need for the deck. So those are good. But the rest of them, we can kind of basically add whatever we want. As long as I said we follow the rules, it's going to be good. Wondrous Patch, I'm probably only going to have 3 of them in this deck. It's a really great card, and it's a card that actually came out with Phantasm Flames for specifically the Psychic build and battle. But we have an extra one. Zacian, I'm going to add him. So Zacian is a legendary Pokemon. Actually, he's one of the legendaries for Sword and Shield. And he does not evolve either, so he would be a good one to add to the deck. Alakazam, we have another Ultra Ball, so we'll keep that Ultra Ball. Night Stretcher. We are gonna keep that going. We'll keep the Energy Stretcher going. There we go. Alakazam, we're not gonna use. That is gonna be a Pokemon we might just keep one of. Boss's Orders. We have Air Balloon, which this one would really help us out. But it is called the Air Balloon. It's the retreat cost of the Pokemon. So, if you want to retreat a Pokemon, this card... Actually, if you want to retreat a Pokemon, this card is attached to... It's 2 energy less. So, for example, if we were to have, say, as I said, a basic Pokemon, or maybe not even a basic Pokemon, say if we wanted to retreat, actually maybe it would have. So let's use this Duraludon. So it says his retreat is 2 energy of any type. And we attach this. So actually we would be able to retreat Duraludon for free. Because if we can do it to 2 normal energies less, that it would be free to retreat him. So this could be a really handy card, especially for getting a Pokemon out of the field if it's taking too much damage, or you decide, maybe I'll put somebody else out. But this is considered a tool, which we do not have a tool, but as I said, I think this deck is going to be strong. And we'll look through the binder here. Crusella would be another good one. We do have her. So Crusella and Zacian, I think, would be really good because they don't evolve. These would be a really good Pokemon in the deck that don't evolve. And of course, having a couple EX cards, maybe even a V-Star Psychic card, because I do have an Alakazam that I want to put in this deck. Alakazam would be good. Um, ooh, Bramblegeist. That's a good one. Misdreavus. Alakreamy, Bolthound, a Jigglypuff. Okay. So Brambleghast would be a good one. So let's bring, and I'm going to use another Mystery Garden. Because we do indeed have another Mystery Garden. So duplicates are going to count for, because we need to have 60 cards, and that includes the energy cards. So I think we're not even there to 60, I don't think. No. We still have a ways. So, because if we count energy, we got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33. So we've got 33 cards so far. Now we would need Bramblin if we were going to, which if we wanted to use, I think Brambleghast would be a good one. I should have a Bramblin, so that is part of Phantasm Flames. Alakreamy, Jigglypuff too. Oh shit. We'll put these back in the deck box. So I think personally we're gonna have a strong psychic deck. And we'll look through these mega, because honestly these are gonna cover Mega Evolution, because Phantasm Flames, Ascended Heroes, and the newer set that just came out are all Mega Evolution. So let's look at some of these. So we have Jinx here. Perfect. We could, so we don't have we have Kadabra from Mega Evolution, and we have Alakazam. So we could add these. It is not an EX Alakazam, but that is okay. We've got Raikou, Magzone, Italian, Ninetales, Delamise. We have Spoink, Graveyard, here's wait, hang on. Mega Kangaskhan EX, Spearow, some of these guys are really cool. We have Lily's Determination, Magnus, Mega Signal, Gumshoos. Okay. None there we probably can use. Got the Fighting Gong, Shuckle, Shuckle. I might actually keep only 2 Mimikyus. That might even be enough. And we'll put, because I do want to use the I hate to even actually use them. But however, let's look into these guys here. That's right. This is from what is it? Twilight Masquerade. Swirlix. Lily's Appeal. Marill. Mankey. Dedenne. None here that really gravitate or really. Floette. Nose Pass. Slurpuff. No. Um, I am. Let's look in the binder. And I'll go into my like personal binder where all my guaranteed good cards are, and we'll think of something. Okay, yeah. So we have Bramblin, but we only have one of him. But I don't even think we have an EX Psychic card. Actually, yeah, we do. We've got the Mega Diancie EX, which, however, so we have Clefairy. Clefairy would be a good one. We've got the Mega Clefable EX, Armatisi, Drapion, Gengar. Oh yeah, this is the Meloda we got. Oh, that's right. This is the one from the Mega Diancie. Right. This would be a good one to play. Let's do it. Let's Soothing Man. But so actually, let's take out Soothing Magical Shot. Same card, but unless we want, I mean, all right, yeah, I think we are going to have another Maletta in here. But we have our Grumpigs, our 2 Spoinks. Maybe we'll take out Milkery and Alacreamy for 2 I don't know. I just don't feel super confident with them. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these guys out. I do, however, so I have Bramblegast. Bramblegast, I think, would replace, if we, I mean, we could get away with using the one we have in the binder of, what's his name? Not Bramblegast, but his first evolution stage. Bramblin, that's his name. Misdreavus would be decent. Snubble, Gramble, probably not. Oricorio. Yeah, I'm gonna go and rely on my other binder, but we might. Yeah, I think. But we're taking out these guys, and I'm gonna find a. I know I have some loose Pokemon cards in here. Where are these ones here? Ah, Aggregon. I actually kind of dread doing this, but I do have some cards here that I want to look through. Alright, so I did grab them. We have Camerupt, and I do have some cards in here, so we'll look through those. I've got cards pretty much everywhere. Pupitar, Houndstone. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, those are all in Japanese. Misdreavus, Sprangatito, Krogunk, Executor. No. Yeah. All right. So, I will say that was kind of. I'm just gonna have to go run in and get Alakazam or something. I know, as I said, I've got things. Um. Okay. So, as I said, we're pretty much at least almost. So, what I thought we would do is have an evolution line of Haunter. So, because the Mega Evolution Gengar, Haunter, and Ghastly are all Dark type Pokemon. And we've got Spectrier here as well. But we got Gengar, Haunter. I'm just going to look at my archives here. Alright, so we're at the V-Stars section. We've got a couple good opportunities here. We could replace, so we could have 2 Mimikyu and an EX Mimikyu. Just actually hang on a second. But yeah, there's our Mimikyu V. There's Alakazam. We have Unknown. I did see him. So he was a duplicate Unknown V-Star. So yeah, that would be a good one to use. Is have Unknown. Because we've got to do. So yeah, this would be a really good one to use with our Mega Dancy. The Alakazam, I maybe will hold him for a little bit longer. But there's so many good Pokemon I have in here that I do want to use for many things. But I think Unknown is really what we could do. And if I have an Abra, which, although the Sylveon would be cool. But since we have a duplicate of Unknown, I think Unknown would be a really good choose for that for a V-Star. We've got Glurk. There's many good cards in here. We've got Bennett, Houndstone, Mew, We do have this Gardevoir EX. Gardevoir would be a good choice as well. As I said, it's extremely hard to what not to choose. Shoot, so actually maybe that wouldn't be a good idea to use this Gardevoir because it evolves. And alright, so unknown V-Star. We could use that Sylveon if we decided not to use the unknown. The Galarian Articuno would be good. Most of these guys would be good to have. I don't know if I feel quite comfortable actually using my Alakazam EX because that's a really special card. So we might use the Holo Rare and the Mega Evolution with the Kadabra. And of course, I know I have an Abra we can use. So I think that's what we'll do. Is we might even switch out the unknown because the unknown evolves from unknown V. Yeah, I think that would be smart. Is have unknown, Mega Diancie, and because I keep looking at one of the Sylveons, which could be really good for many reasons. I think we are gonna use Sylveon. Um, Although the Mimikyu is also, I don't know, catching my attention. Mm, yeah, yeah. This, as I said, this is not an easy one because the Mimikyu EX here has an ability where it's called Void Return. So it would kind of be similar to what, actually, it says you may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. So you would be able to return Mimikyu EX to your bench and replace him with one of. It could be really good, or it may not be. I think we'll do Mimikyu. But I think we chose what, as I said, wisely and accurately. So, um, and then of course, putting these away. So we do have a ghastly right here we can use. But we might even just use the one that. And now we got this binder here, which I don't think has anything. Oh, it does. Okay. Embor. Kingdra. Hang on. I've got one more place to check for an Abra. It's in this guy here. Okay, yeah, this is. Spritzy. Here's our Espeon. Oh, I forgot about our Espeon. That would be a good one as well, but Pyroar. Here's our, what is it, Hydrapple EX. Whimsicott, Cottony, Umbreon, Vaporeon, Jolteon. Noctowl, Great Tusk, Duskull, Pupitar, Miltank, Lopunny, Powdon, Hlucha, Nolbat, Archeliodon, Pupitar, Great Tusk. Nothing there. And then we're going to put Espeon up here. Actually, wait. We'll put them right there. I'm going to move Umbreon and Morpeko V somewhere else, and we're going to put our Hydrapple EX right there. Alright, guys, so I think right now we have a really good team. Um, it might make sense not to use Bramblegeist or Bramblin in this deck, so I'm gonna put them away. But anyways, guys, that is actually how you make a Pokemon deck. Um, it does take a little bit of getting used to. After you kind of figure it out after a while, it can be challenging, but it's, it's yeah, so we need Abra, and he's from Mega Evolution. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna use, as I said, I'm gonna wait. Um, but I swear to God, I have an Abra. I might even go downstairs and check. It doesn't hurt to look. But we have Ghastly. Um, so Ghastly, so we can do the full so we'll have two evolutions of, we'll do the Ghastly, Haunter and Gengar, the Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam evolution as well. Which I just need to make sure that will, because we have to hit exactly 60 cards, and the energies take up 10, so they include them as well. But right now I am going to put everything back in my backpack, my Pokemon backpack. Backpack. And I'm gonna put this guy in there as well. Battle bundle in there. But I actually might even keep one of these deck boxes out, because I know I'm gonna need them. So yeah, we're just gonna transfer these ones over to the one I just had. The deck box I just had out. So actually, yeah, that is the one we'll use for our psychic deck. So we're gonna move all the duplicate cards in this. It's gonna be a little tight, but not bad. It's gonna hold them perfectly. Perfect. Okay. Binders in there. So what I'm gonna go do right now is go look for an Abra. And then we're done with the deck, hopefully. These are gonna go somewhere else too. I might even just toss these. Because I've got a special Pokemon drawer, whatever you want to call it. Boom. Cover that. And we're going to toss the sleeves. And then this is going to go, okay, this is but we're good at this point. So we're going to have Jinx come to the party as well. Here is our Alakadabra and Alakazam right there. I will be right back. Alright, guys, here's Ghastly right here. So, I'm gonna go see if I can track down a Abracadabra. Alright, come on. I'm gonna zip this lunchbox up. There we go. Come on. I'm gonna look for a spirit tomb because I definitely want a spirit tomb in this deck. Hey guys, sorry about that. Why I took so long. I wasn't planning to be up. So unfortunately, Abra, I can definitely find Abra, but it's probably gonna take me a little bit more time to do it, which is fine. I'm not. Do, however, have an offer for all of you. I found these downstairs. They're in sleeves, but I have a couple cards here that I actually already have in my collection, but to give to you guys, I really want to at least consider giving these to at least maybe me. I'm not going to promote anything, but I would like to have anybody comment on this first video of what your favorite psychic Pokemon is, and what is your favorite grass type Pokemon. If you can tell me that, one of you will be winning this Banette EX card um, from Scarlet and Violet. Scovalian, which is from Temporal Forces. Um, but these are really good cards. The Banette EX card is one of my favorites. Um, but there's an ability called Everlasting Darkness. But the ability allows you, so it only costs one psychic energy. It says during your opponent's next turn, they can't play any item cards from their hand. And then there is an attack called Poltergeist. Your opponent reveals their hand. This attack does 60 damage for each trainer card you find there. So actually, meaning that, so when your opponent reveals their hand, they show you the cards they have in their hand. So it says this attack does 60 damage for each trainer you find in their hand when they reveal their hand. Which, as I said, would be able to kill your opponent if they have more than one. This is an extremely good card. It is from Temporal Forces. Um, but any of you will be winning this Banette EX card, or as I said here, those who love. So honestly, if you like psychic type Pokemon more than grass type Pokemon, awesome. If you like grass type Pokemon versus psychic type Pokemon, awesome. I like Pokemon in general. I'm very smart when it comes to being knowledgeable about certain Pokemon. But this is Scovalian. Scovalian is like a two-headed dragon, but the heads are more peppers. That's why they call him Scovalian. But he has an attack called Chili Snapper Bind. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. During your opponent's next turn, that Pokemon can't retreat. So this is cool. So this actually has a lasting effect. It will cost one energy of any type to use. But basically your opponent's active Pokemon, meaning the Pokemon they're attacking with, or a Pokemon that is active on the playing field, is burned. But during their next turn, they won't be able to retreat, meaning that they won't be able to bring that Pokemon back to their bench. So that's a really good attack. And then it also has an attack called Two-Headed Crushing, which you will need 2 grass energies to use this attack, but it says discard a random card from your opponent's hand, meaning that you would have to have them discard a random card from their hand and discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Unless it's giving you a choice, but it doesn't sound like it though, because discard a random card from your opponent's hand. So you would have them and then discard the top card of your opponent's deck. So they would be losing two, one from their hand, one from their deck, the first one on the deck. So not bad. I mean, I will say these two EX cards, hopefully any of you will win these. I do have them in my personal collection. I think I actually have another Bennett duplicate, but obviously comment on this video and tell me what your favorite psychic type Pokemon is or your favorite grass type. Actually, you know what? To make it even challenging, these are both stage 1, so I would say actually what okay, so actually to make it the question a bit more harder and maybe for people to think about it more, what is your favorite stage 2 Pokemon? So Bennett is a stage 2 and Scovalian is a stage 2 because they both, so Bennett evolves, so Shuppet evolves into Bennett and Capsicid evolves into Scovalian. So these Pokemon each have an evolution. But what is your favorite stage 2 evolution psychic Pokemon and your second evolution favorite grass type Pokemon? And I will obviously, since psychic covers pretty like ghost types, um, that's fine. And as I said too, I will take bug type because bug and grass Pokemon also go together. So I mean, really, you can't. I will not. Those of you that can think of a stage 2 Pokemon, grass type Pokemon that you like, um, or a stage 2 psychic Pokemon, whoever has a really good, I would say, think of, as I said, I would say do some research. I will, however, probably post this only as a video for my friends to view. But whoever actually will, um as I said, if I do this, because I want to make it fair, I might even have a couple more duplicate cards, um to kind of add in for, but I think that might be for another video. I'm not going to promote this video. I'm not looking for money. I want to give these out, um to those who can come up with a really good stage 2 Pokemon, both for grass and bug type and psychic and ghost type. But thank you guys for watching. This was a 2-hour video, or it's gonna probably take a long time to upload, probably not until tomorrow, but thank you all guys for watching and have a great night.